boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and all you non-binary pronoun using motherfuckers out there. Welcome to the Terry Cast, episode 1, with your host, me, Terry Geil, available here only on YouTube. That intro music was pretty dope, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it as my official intro music, but that was it for this episode. And this is the pilot, so it's going to be kind of funny. I mean, it's episode 1. Is it the pilot? I don't know. Fucking who knows? I don't even want to fly. But anyway, this is my mini cast, and it's just going to be me, solo cast, talking about shit that I'm thinking about or shit that's going on. And I got my trusty sidekick, Megan, here. Megan's going to help me out if I need any info or anything like that. Say hello to everybody, Megan.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Let's dive right in and have some fun.
See, she's pretty good. And as long as I mute her, and she won't talk back to me, but whenever I need some info, I can get it from her. Sometimes she gives me some false information, and I have to fact check her, but who doesn't, right? Good help is hard to find. Anyway, just episode 1, I think I'm going to be talking about comedy, stand-up comedy. It's been one of my passions for quite a while, and I've been doing it. It's 2025 now, so coming up on 15 years. It's been 14 years, which is crazy to me. Just as crazy as it is that it's 2025 right now. Aren't we supposed to be robots? I mean, where's the Jetsons with our flying cars and our Jetson houses? It's just all a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, we're here still. Who knows? But yeah, it's 2025. And I started comedy in 2011. And I did my first mic in March at the Black Forest with my good friend Seth Milstein. And him and Chris Castles were pretty much the only ones running comedy that I knew of at the time. I stumbled across it. And so I did that mic a few times. And then they gave me some showcase bookings, which was cool. And then I did a couple casinos. I did the Kiggins Theater up in Portland. I did a couple runs from like Portland, Salem, Albany, Eugene, Medford, Eureka, Sacramento, San Francisco, whatever order they are, and then Reno. And I hung out with my friends in Reno for a while and did a run back. And we did that twice. That was cool. And staying pretty busy doing gigs here and there. And then I had some medical bullshit that went down. And that set me back for a few years. I was doing a weird thing where I would wake up in the middle of the night and try to do some sleepwalking, but I don't wear my leg when I'm sleeping. So what happens when you try walking and you go only one leg? It doesn't go very fucking good. You face plant yourself into like curio cabinets and wood stoves, and that can be dangerous. I think I still got a scar on my head from that. But anyway, it took me a few years and a lot of doctor's visits to get my shit together and get my medication right. And then I was good. And I started up the old Barcidius showcase after getting back into the scene a little bit in 2018. We did that every year until COVID happened. And then we have been doing it ever since, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I kind of thought early in my career that I was really going to try to pursue it and stuff, and I wanted to, but then I found out you be a road comic, there's a lot of driving, and it's not that fun, but it really wasn't what I was cut out for, so I just stuck to being regional. Or you can say that's a cop-out, and I'm just saying that because I didn't make it farther, but whatever. The fact is that I'm pretty much just a regional comic who hosts showcases and does shows. And like I said, though, I started to get serious a little bit, and I got to do a commercial after I met some people through the casino gig and some other gigs, and they saw me do my leg trick, and they're like, "Hey, we got a commercial that needs a dude with a leg," and I got to do this regionally aired commercial for a Eugene law firm, which was kind of cool. I'm like, "Hey, I'm fucking getting connections here. I'm gonna be a comedian," and did some road gigs up to like Auburn, Washington, and down to Roseburg, and I'm realizing, God, I'm spending all this time on the road and all this money, and not, I'm getting drink tickets. Like, what the fuck am I doing? But I kept doing it. But then I had that medical shit, so I stopped for a while. And then when we started back up, I just been doing regional shit, and so we did Barcidius every year. And then March 2020, I had Sam Miller booked for Barcidius, and the world shut down because of COVID. And now Sam's too big. I don't mean like size-wise. I mean, he's a big dude, but he's too in demand and popular now to do a show at Barcidius. And kudos to him. I'm stoked for his success. That's fucking awesome. If you haven't yet, go watch his special on YouTube. It's good shit. But yeah, then it shut down for like 867 more days that I had to go without doing comedy, approximately. And then after that, I started getting back into it, and I did some outdoor gigs before all the mandates were lifted. I did a gig or two where everybody was wearing masks, and that was fucking weird. And then after all that lifted up, we started doing Barcidius again, and we would always take the summer off for Barcidius because attendance wanes in the summer because people like to go out and do shit, like go swimming or enjoy the sunshine. So we used to always take off June, July, and August. Well, after COVID, things got kind of fucking weird and shitty with people's businesses because they lost business and they never really got back on their feet. And so this year, instead of taking June, July, and August off, they took April, May, June, July. No, we did April show. Sorry. We did April show, and they took off May, June, July, August, September, and then extended it to November. And we're now just having our first show back in December on the 13th. Make plans now, be to Barcidius. But yeah, so we took a long break of like 5 or 6 months. And during that time, we only had one vehicle, and my wife was working a lot. And so I really didn't have any way to get out to any mics, and I wasn't doing the Barcidius thing. I wasn't getting out to any shows. And so when you're a comic and not working, but performing steadily, and you have to take 5 months off, it fucking hurts. It fucks you up. And you get really, sorry, I had a mac and cheese portable on the way over, if you know what I mean. It fucked me up, and I got off a little bit. And so just recently, I got the opportunity to have a vehicle to where I could go to the Bombs Away open mic 4 weeks consecutively and 1 Kill Santi at Bombs Away. So that kind of got the rust off my tongue. And I did 1 minute of brand new material, which is funny, which I'll touch on material here in a few minutes. But so yeah, we got Barcidius is back in action. I got on stage 5 times. I think we did John Henry's 1 time after Barcidius was done, at the Amuse Days with Chaz. But anyway, yeah, we're back at her, and I just hope to keep going regionally. I don't have really any aspirations to go on the road, but I want to do shows all around the state. So I'm going to try to start getting some more bookings and maybe start another monthly showcase somewhere or something. Try to keep myself busy in this fucked up world that we're in. Because believe me, this world is fucked up right now. If you don't know, I'm here to let you know. Life has been hard. I mean, my life feels like it took a blue chew. It just keeps getting harder and harder. I'm about to go see a doctor if it doesn't get soft before too long. Anyway, that was a new joke that I just had to shoehorn in there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to try to start getting more bookings and do more shows and maybe start another showcase. And material. That's what I wanted to touch on. Now, being a regional comic and performing in the same room, like we did 44 shows so far at the Bar Citius, and I've hosted or featured in every one of them. And a lot of the same people come every time because it's a local show. And it's hard to do the same set every time when you're trying to get it down. You want to get your 5 or 10 minute set locked in. And I fucking feel like disingenuous. Is that the word? I don't know. Imposter syndrome. But I know a lot of comics from the area who are still doing some jokes that they were doing back in 2015. When I did an album. I don't think I mentioned that, but I got to go back and listen to it to see what jokes I'm still doing from 10 years ago. But yeah, and it's okay because a lot of times it's a different crowd, but sometimes it's the same people. And I don't know. A lot of people write their jokes down word for word in a journal and memorize them. I don't do that. A lot of people write key points and work it out at the mic. I kind of do the key points and work it out at home and then go do it in front of an audience at a mic and then take it to an actual show. But I don't know. I feel weird doing the same material when everyone's heard it and they could fucking finish my punchlines for me. But it's hard to write new material when you can't get out of the house very much because you don't have very many life experiences, because that's what I draw from. So, yeah, how many comics out there feel weird doing the same jokes all the time? Show after show. I don't know. I've heard different sides of each story, so we'll see if you guys chime in on that. I did record an album when I was 4 years into doing comedy, which is pretty ridiculous. I think it was a 45-minute set that I recorded at Capital City Theater in Salem, which became the Infinity Room, which now is not anything. But yeah, I recorded it. I was planning on like putting it out on CD, but I didn't. I put it on like SoundCloud or something like that, and that's all I did. So I should listen back to that and see what jokes I was doing 10 years ago that I'm still doing today. But yeah, it's not like I'm not writing new material. Like I said, I've probably got 2 hours of jokes, but I'm not going to, I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, so yeah, that's what I want to talk about was material and comedy and, what it takes to grind in a small area. It makes me wish almost that I would have moved to like a bigger market and grinded away there instead of just trying to piddle along. Of course, I didn't start comedy till I was 40, 43, which is a fucking late start, but it's because I didn't know comedy was a thing. I didn't even know that people did comedy around here. I mean, I knew shows came around of headliners, but I didn't know that there was open mics until we stumbled past the Black Forest, and my wife said, "Hey, look, they're doing open mics. You should do it." And the rest, as they say, is history. But yeah, I think I'm done rambling right now. I told you I'd keep these between 10 and 15 minutes, and we're coming up on 15 minutes here. Like I said, I think the next episode is going to be about how fucked up the world is. So maybe next time I'll have an outro tune to listen to, and I'll get some more interaction from my assistant. But we're going to wrap up the podcast now, and sorry I didn't include you too much, Megan.
No worries at all. It was still a blast to be a part of it. Anytime you need me, I'm here and ready to jump in. Just let me know and we'll keep it going.
All right, well, say goodbye to everybody.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and have a great fucking night. Catch you next time.
So yeah, like she said, have a great fucking night. Unless it's the daytime, or even if it is the daytime, have a great fucking night. This has been episode 1 of Terry's minicast. So tune in for episode 2 tomorrow or next year. Who fucking knows?